Dear friends, welcome. Today we remember. It is World AIDS Day, first celebrated some 34 years ago. Since the start of the epidemic, according to UNAIDS, 40.1 million have died. Today, 38.4 sisters and brothers globally are living with AIDS. We remember. It is Advent for Christians, a time of remembering Christ coming, his Advent. But what is it that we remember? A miraculous birth, so many years ago, ever more distant from us, and of Isaiah's vision of a nation that is just, one that keeps faith. Is Isaiah's vision any more than a fond illusion, a wistful dream remembered only to be dismissed like some lovely picture in Memory's museum? For still the tragedy of Colorado Springs reminds us there is such hatred, such rampant bigotry. And so many in our nation who say, Lord, Lord, have built their house on sand, a faithless faith, a pious agnosticism that betrays the Father's will, Isaiah's vision fleshed so long ago in that miraculous birth. But we remember. Advent, for those who seek to live the word, is not merely a memory of the pastness of the past, but of its presence. For it is not merely Jesus' birth that we celebrate. No, the miraculous birth is finally our own. For to live the word is to live in love, to trust in a love, a divine love crucified for us, a love crucified because it is love and nothing but love. That is the birth we celebrate, that no love is lost or wasted, nothing, no one we have truly loved. And none are excluded, none exiled from God's kingdom. We remember a God who never wills suffering, but embraces it for us. A God who has entered into the pain, the heart of all who have suffered AIDS and the ignominy of bias and of discrimination. What we remember, as T.S. Eliot once said, is not merely a moment in history so far from us, but rather a moment in which history itself has its meaning. A history, a story that has become God's history, God's story, gospel. We remember. Each name we have inscribed. None are lost to God. That is our living memory, the hope by which we live. In Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov, the elder Zosima distinguished love in practice from love in dreams. Love in practice touches the bone and marrow of suffering. It suffers with, not pity, that is love in dreams, but compassion. And it is here that our faith in love, in immortality, our hoping against hope, are vindicated. Zosima tells us that we cannot prove the truth of our faith, but we may be little by little convinced by actively loving. Try to love your neighbors actively and tirelessly, he says. To paraphrase Zosima, the more you succeed in loving, the more you'll be convinced. It is in the wager of love that faith and hope are born. Dear friends, it is the wager that brings us here to remember. May God bless you all.